Hello, hello, hello. Last but not least.
Is it ever facing Lamar? You faced him a number of times now. Does it ever get? I don't want to say easier, but I mean, is it all? Has the degree of difficulty? I guess. I mean, as you've gotten more familiar with it, does it ever help you more as you play him more?
Yeah, it's just like studying. The more you study, the better you do. But you know what kind of their offense presents and how they work through him, and what he can do with the ball. So I won't say it get easier, but you just get more prepared for certain stuff.
Grant, you have so many young guys on this defense. Just how important is it to tell them, like, hey, you can't give up on a play with Lamar, like, until the whistle is blown, until it's over? Because, I mean, you saw it on Sunday night, the way he just extends stuff that anyone else it would be over.
Yeah. We got faith in our D-line that they get home, but, he slipped through cracks sometimes and gets loose. But, all we could do as a secondary, stay on our coverage and don't get lax in coverage. So, he make plays, man. It's NFL.
This is a question about defensive takeaways. And I know it's not an excuse, but I've gone back and the Browns have only held the lead for 10% of the time over the last year. Last year's games than this year's games. How hard, is it harder to create turnovers when you're playing from behind?
Oh, hell yeah, because, it goes with the plays offenses calling when they're up. You got to start fast as a defense. We didn't do that last week, so you got to get that ball. I think you answered your own question now. So.
I asked a couple of guys this yesterday, but what do you think about the fact that you guys are 11.5-point underdogs going into this football?
Whoop-dee-doo.
Grant, Baltimore's offense, it's explosive, obviously, with Lamar. We saw it in Buffalo. They had like 8 or 9 plays of plus 20 or more yards. Obviously, you're cognizant of it, but just how do you try and slow that down when they're ripping chunks of yardage off the way they are capable?
Don't do what Buffalo did. That was ugly tape. So they scored 41 points. They feeling good. They hot right now. So we're gonna switch some things up. Do what we gotta do. We're very familiar with this team, and hopefully not do that.
So talk about the young guys facing Lamar for the first time. Like Carson might be in space with Lamar.
Yeah.
When you're out there against him, what takes the longest to get used to? Is it the speed, just the agility that Lamar has? Like, what about him specifically?
Yeah, I mean, he's a twitchy guy, so he's gonna try to get you to go one way. It's really just about taking your time. I'll say that.
What about when he's in the pocket? We talk a lot about how he stresses you physically with the speed and the shiftiness. What about with his eyes and the way he processes the game? How does he challenge you guys that way?
Yeah, he's got a lot of options. First of all, they surround him with a lot of playmakers. You have Flowers come across the middle on the mesh route. You have Mark Andrews sitting on top of the ball, scrambling with him. They probably won't have Likely this game, but and then he could get out and scramble too. So I mean, it's a pretty dangerous offense that they have. So it all runs through Lamar.
Grant, how does them having Derrick Henry, how does your concern about him make Lamar Jackson better?
How does what?
How does knowing that you have to be concerned about Derrick Henry, how does that make Lamar Jackson even more effective?
They either got to run the ball or pass the ball. So that's their 2 best players on offense.
How hard is he to bring down Derek?
Not hard.
Grant, I mean, going back now, we saw it last year. You obviously weren't afraid in that first matchup to take him on.
Yeah.
So where does that come from? Is that a mindset?
I mean, we're playing football, man. It's tackle football. Somebody got the ball, you got to bring them down.
Grant, what about the fact Bubba was talking about the 30th anniversary celebration the Ravens are doing, and that if he was a player, it would add more juice to the matchup. I guess, do you feel that at all, just given the history of the 2 franchises?
Yeah, I mean, no. Maybe Joe does, Flacco. So hopefully that light a fly under Flacco, he throw for 400 yards. Good?